Hi, how you doing? Okay, once more, I just wanna welcome you to my live. Yeah, I just wanna welcome you to my live. Yeah, it's I'm here almost maybe about a hour or so, trying to get this thing started, and so I have finally got this started, right? And I feel so drained. I feel like you know you're trying to complete a task and there's no hope there. But however, you know, I finally reached this stage. So yeah, I'm here. So I'm just gonna do what I have to do in the meantime, right? So today is Father's Day, y'all, in Jamaica. So we are celebrating the fathers. We are celebrating the fathers, and I just want to take time out to say Happy Father's Day to all the good dads out there, yeah. To all the good dads out there, yeah. One big up all of the good father, they may take time out to make sure say them putting them on the right track, to make sure say them take time out for them children, yeah. Big up all the fathers and we're supposed to go work today or we're supposed to go but decide to say alright, I am going to spend the time with my child or children. So yeah, today I just want to big up all the dads, yes, they deserve all the big up. And some parents just think say because of Father's Day, them forget the big up. Yeah, so big up the single mother them will act like them a father. Yeah, too. Big up yourself. Yeah, right. That's so it reach. So I just want to big up all the great dads out there. Yes, big up all the great dads them out there. Also, I want to big up all the donors. Yeah, you have some donors out there who produce some nice children. Yes, some bright, intelligent, you know, talented, skilled children. Yes, I just want to say thank you for donating a part of you, yeah, to them children. Then, yeah. Sometimes them don't know so the picnic them a good picnic because them not take the time out to spend the time with their children. So yes, I would like to bring up all the great dads out there. When you know say you're a good father and you do your work, and you do your work properly, you're not happy I worry about what people have to say because say you are a good dad and today we are celebrating you. Hey Kimmy Grant. Well, we are not only celebrating you today, we celebrate you almost every day, but because today is a special day designed for you, we want to say, oh God, that's something I type on me. I don't know where female have to go through so much stress. They look pretty. Oh, it hurts so much. It hurts. I can't wait for go take off it. Come on, head. Almost I got hurt me. Jesus. Give me the strength I need to go through. Yes! I also want to pick up all the dads out there. I'm proud of the dads out there who are, you know, trying to make ends meet for them and the children or them and the family. Yes, we really appreciate you. So on today's menu, let me tell you what you have for Father's Day menu. You have the smoked ham with paprika, buttered corn cob. Yes, and for course two, you have corn, marsala, tomato, and capsicum salsa. I can't even call the word because I don't know what are these and why I should give this out on Father's Day. But anyway, I'm still gonna give it out on Father's Day. So for the main course, you have cherry braised pork, jollof, whatever that is, mashed cauliflower, and with green beans, right? Then for the wine, you have bottle 2016 Umberto Candale Peanut. Nor I don't know if I'm calling these words okay, but yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing these okay, right? Right, keep me sounding good, okay. And for dessert, we have warm chocolate fudge cake. So that is it for Father's Day special. And I hope if you haven't, well, I hope your partner or even yourself have prepared that special dinner for you. Well, you still have the evening to prepare that special dinner for yourself, or maybe your wife or your woman is preparing that's special dinner for you, and I hope you will enjoy your dinner. And if you don't have anybody preparing that special dinner for you, just there's hope, there's life, and once there's life, there's hope. And if you live another day, then you can work another day, and then you can make another day better than the day before. So yeah, I just wanna big up all the great dads out there, and I wish you all the best in life. I hope you live to see many, 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 many more. Yes, and I wish you all the best that life has to offer, right? So today I am going to sing from my hymnal. I will really have one here soon. Me want to know I will really, 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 really have one here soon. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm gonna sing from the hymnal, the Baptist hymnal, and it's hymn 791, and it goes like this. When Jesus come to reward his servant, whether it be noon or night, faithfully to him will he find us watching with our lamp all trim and bright. Oh, can we say we are ready, brother, ready for the soul bright home? Say, will he find you and me still watching, waiting, waiting, waiting when the Lord shall come? If at the dawn of the early morning he shall call us one by one, when to the Lord we restore our talents, will he answer thee, well done? Oh, may we say we are ready, brother, ready for the soul bright home. Say, will he find you and me still watching, waiting, waiting when the Lord shall come? Okay, guys. So once again, I just want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day, and just be strong, If nobody doesn't tell you Happy Father's Day, I'm telling you Happy Father's Day. And if you're not watching my program out there, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there who doing good. But sometimes nobody doesn't recognize you. But I am saying, you're doing good, right? So you don't have to you don't have to have people telling you that um you're doing good for you to know that you're doing good. Once you know in yourself that you are doing good, then thumbs up, right? So once again, I just want to tell all the fathers out there, Happy Father's Day. Once again, I just want to thank you all for tuning in into my channel. You could be somewhere else, but you are here. Um, watching my channel. I just want to say thank you all, right? Right, and I want to shout out to all my viewers wherever you are, whether in Jamaica, United States, India, Africa, wherever you are. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching my program. Yeah, thank you. So today's topic is, have you seen any changes in the dad towards their child in today's society? Okay, so well, I don't know if that's a yes or no or maybe. If I've seen any changes, I'm not sure if I've seen any changes. Hey Lucy and Frankie. How you doing? Hi Lucy and Frankie. I hope you are great wherever you are. Well, today we are celebrating Father's Day here in Jamaica. And if you're a father, I just want to wish you a happy Father's Day and hope you're enjoying your meal wherever you are. Okay. So, as I said before, so today topic is, have you seen any changes in dads towards their children in today's society, right? Well, well, I don't know if I was grown up in a single family or a nuclear family. Well, it all depends, but I would say maybe I've grown up in both. And for well, I assume my mother was a single parent, and sometime my father, my you know, papa, father, whatever and be, it might come around sometime, and I don't think it's to maybe to give my father, to give my mother anything. I was thinking more of to donate a part of him, so that's why I'm here, because he donated me. Well, I still thank God that he donated me somehow, even though sometimes I feel sad and the world is very miserable and sometimes you don't want to carry on, and but you're here, so you have to just go keep on living until the good Lord ready to take you home, right? So I'm here living and waiting for the, well, not really waiting, but I'm praying for that day when the good Lord will take me home, because sometimes, to be honest, it is so hard. Is one of the hardest thing is to live. Sometimes you're so miserable. Your life is miserable. The people that you live with is miserable. The job is frustrating, but you still have to live, right? So in the family that I grew up, so my mother, I would say my mother was a very, very loving mother, because despite the hard, she she tried her very best to make sure that to earn knowledge we were kind of comfortable, I would say. She tries to provide something for us maybe in the morning or in the evening or in the afternoon. Well, okay, so my dad, wasn't really around, but despite, maybe I assume that the good Lord had a plan for me and my siblings. So despite the odds, we are still here. But yes, my mom is not here to say Happy Father's Day to her, because she, in fact, made a sacrifice, despite there wasn't any father around. She made sure that we had something to eat in the morning and something to eat after we come from school. And she made sure she provide our lunch for us. And it wasn't what we always wanted, but she tried her very best to make sure that we had something to eat. I remember when growing up, I think roasted was maybe the best part of the menu, right? Everything was almost roasted. You have roasted yam, roasted potato, roasted plantain, roast dumpling, roast sour orange. Everything was almost roasted, except for in the evening. I don't remember exactly because I didn't live with my mother for a very long time, so I can't recall everything that she did. But based on what I recall is that she tried to provide for us, for me and my sibling, and she always made sure that we go to school, right? Whether we had, I don't know what, but I know we always had uniform. Maybe it wasn't the best uniform, but we had uniform back in those days. And I don't know about the shoes, but we had shoes to wear. I grew up in an era where shoes was the in thing, and my mother made sure that we had some shoes to wear and some uniform. And back in the days, there was no electricity, so we had to put the iron in the fire, whether it's coal or the wood, and after the iron is heated, we normally use a piece of cloth to remove the dirt or whatever, because when you put the iron at the fire, you know, it's normally black, so you have to use a piece of cloth to rub off the black off it, because you see, any or you use the iron same way and iron the uniform, it's gonna be black, and you don't want that. So after you put the iron to the fire, give it some time, maybe 15 or 30 minutes, or it depends how hot the fire is, to heat the iron. And after the iron is heated, you use the iron to iron your clothes. Those days we didn't know that we were poor, we didn't know anything, we just lived and we were very happy. You iron your clothes and you go to school. Sometime, and I assume some single parents, especially some of the father them, I don't think they hire their children uniform, right? Even nowadays, you have some parents still, they don't hire their child or their children uniform. So they just come to school, and you say they are crushed. Well, but at least your parents try to make the sacrifice, right? So they make the sacrifice for you to go to school. I think the most important thing of growing up is getting a good education, whether you like it or not, because when you get older, you still have that education with you, and you can always pass on that knowledge to somebody else, and maybe can tell your children or grandchildren what was life like growing up, right? I remember one day when I was going to basic school, right? And my mother, she tried so hard, to do things for us, but I was the type of person, but they bossy, but they poor and bossy, bad, bad, bad. Me kind of bossy same way, but me think me kind of great out a little bit, but I was very bossy. And I remember when I was going to basic school, and this lady beside us, they normally sell like jobs and socks. So that was the in thing. And I remember I had friends. We didn't have any. I didn't have any money to buy any jobs and any socks, but I would follow my friend, go over to the lady, and sometimes when I go over there, most of the time, if I can recall, she normally give me jobs and so yeah, God bless them. People will always lend out a helping hand to the children and with them things they did needy. Well, I don't know if I was needy, but maybe sure, maybe because I was a nice person, she gave me the jobs and the sock, right? So those were the days. And sometimes when you go to buy things with a friend, sometimes your friend would share what they have with you, right? So I didn't really have a problem going home for lunch, even though then you were too small to go home for lunch. But I remember I didn't have it. I didn't know if my parents had it to. Well, no, I know they pay for lunch at school, but I don't know if my mother had to pay for lunch at school. But I remember, what I did remember was my mother maybe used to send lunch for me, and I remember this particular day my mother sends fritters, and those days you mix the sugar with the sour orange, that's they call it. I don't know if it's sugar water or lemonade or beverage, whatever it is, but it was something like that. And I remember my mother sent my sister with that to school, and I was very bossy. Bossy, I said to myself, say, why mommy has sent this come up here, so come give me. And she said, me I hang with my friend them. When my friend them, she said, me I drink beverage and fritters. Them I go say, Lord, them don't really want part. Me smiling at them, I tell them about 3, 4, 5. I'm not past 6 because 6 is the oldest age at basic school or maybe kindergarten. And I said the way I'm the boss of them time. I tell my sister say she must carry one back the fritters when me come home. When I come home, I will eat it. And from that day, my mother not really send back any lunch for me at school because she must figure out more or less say me too bossy. Because but from that time, and bear in mind, my mother wasn't a bossy person. Could use a string and lead my mother. But the point I'm trying to make is that she tried her very best to make sure that we eat something in the day. That's the point I'm trying to make. And also, when we move on to all age school, but now they call it primary school, when we move on to the next level in education, right? I remember my mother, it was she alone that she normally do a little farming. And so when school over, we know, say, we're supposed to go home, go take off our clothes, and make sure, say, we make our way towards the bush. Well, I like the bush to some extent, but I was kind of scared knowing that you have to travel from your home and to the bush, and you have all sorts of perverts, all sorts of people know say you are travel from your home to the bush, and they might lay with it. So me never really like the idea, but that is just life. You have to just live and just hope, so you can give a testimony or share your experience with somebody. And I remember when we used to come from school, we normally would mommy always say, mama, we call him mama. As soon as people start talking about mommy, so mama always say, change your clothes and make sure you come and bush. So, we add joy. Sometimes, so when school is over, we normally wait on each other and then we wait together towards to the bush, because if anything happen, maybe one can run go tell mama say, so and so happen to whatever. But when one person a travel by themselves, there's no one to say to make a report to say, for instance, say something happened to Shauna, something happened to Pet, or something happened to Shelly, whosoever your sibling might be. So when we travel together, so if something happened to one of us, we could go and report it. I remember traveling to the bush. There were lots of fruit tree, especially when you come out to pear time. We used to walk and search all of the pear tree. Mango season, we search the mango tree, the artanese tree, especially apple. There's two apple tree at the ground, right? And when apple time come, we're belly full. So back in the days, we used to feed on fruits, mostly fruits, right? When mango season come, then apple season come, then tangerine season come, orange season come, then and there was a soursop tree somewhere right there. And I remember my mother, she used to pick the soursop and juice it. I would say that was a Sunday favorite. The soursop juice, when you juice the soursop juice, when nothing nice like when your mother juice that nice soursop juice. So yeah, someone just want to big up all of the mother them. We act like them a father, yeah. So my mother was, one of them mother they will make sure say Pitney have to go to school. And them try them very best to make sure say eat something. But nowadays I have some mother and some father. They no busy if Pitney want to go to school. They no busy if Pitney want to eat. They no busy when the Pitney want to sleep. Some of them don't even know what them Pitney name. Right? Them no go PTA meeting. Them don't know where school them Pitney go. And the list goes on. But me just want to big up all of them mother them out there. My mother always makes sure that we have something to eat. Make sure say we go to school. Right, so once again, today is Father's Day. Why am I talking about my mother? I don't even know how I get to reach that stage, but today is Father's Day, and the topic is, have you seen any changes in the dads towards their children in today's society? So I was also living with this lady, and this lady, she had her husband, but her husband, I didn't know. I knew she had a husband, but I was much smaller then. And sometime I would see the husband, and the next time I don't see the husband. So I was wondering what happened, but it took me a long, long, long time to find out that there was something exist such as the farm work. So I realized that he used to travel and the farm work. So back in those days, some mothers or some parents, they would stay home, like stay here in Jamaica, and the father or the male or the donor, whoever they be, they would go overseas, whether it's Canada or United States, to work on the farm work program, and then the mother would stay here with the children, and they would send the money to look after the child or the children. But that lady that I'm talking about, she was working, and as I said before, the school was nearby, so we could always we normally come up for lunch because the school was nearby. So the school was like right here, and across the road was the school. And I remember when I was staying with my mother, she tell us that make sure you come up for lunch at daytime, because she didn't have the kind of money to give to us to go to school, right? So she always make her dumpling them and put it under the ashes then. So by the time it's lunchtime, the dumpling them still warm. So we normally come up for, if I can recall, like I can't recall everything, but we normally come up for roast dumpling, our favorite dish. Why? Roast dumpling, cooked dumpling, every dumpling are the same dumpling. Yes, the roast dumpling. When you see mother meal flour, excuse me, and she put it under the, you normally make the tick burn out first, then you get the kind of coal, then you move the tick, and then you put the dumpling in the coal, and it turn black, right? So when it get kind of black, make it fire turn up, and then make it low like the coal, and put it under the ashes, them call it ashes, and you turn the dumpling each time because you don't want it to burn too much. So when the dumpling roast now, you scrape off the black, you scrape off the backpack, and you have this kind of crust outside. When you eat one of them dumpling there, you don't want another dumpling. You big up them parents. That's why the children them back then it's strong. Nowadays I look some look of feeble people in your school. I pay chicks and bag juice and them something them a feed back. You see all of the good old yam when they roast that the yam they and crepey, and you get at the thick part there. The skin of the yam. Sometimes you can't don't eat the skin of the yam because it kinda give you that kind of energy and it. But I like the roast potato because the roast potato it have kind of this kind of sweetest taste to it. I kind of did like this. It's the potato. I like dumpling too, but I like the potato, and I like the roast plantain because it kind of have this kind of sweet taste. Yes, so I think my mother favorite was she loves salt fish and salt mackerel. She loves them salt something there. But I don't really like them salt something there. Too much of the salt thing, you know, cut for me. Yeah, even though to the Father's Day, we are talk about fathers, but me I talk about my mother because my mother did it. And other good people, yes, they did it for me. So the topic is, have you seen any changes in your dad towards their children in today's society? So I was also living with this next lady, right? And whole heap of people live within a whole heap of people. Yeah, but me I say God bless them people. I mean, I might tell them say God bless them, but sometimes I pray and I say God, you know, help them so that they don't want anything. I might not have it to give them, but I send out my prayer so that they might be blessed. Or somebody might go there and bless them. Or the good Lord might bless me so I can bless them back. But God know when my do, and everything work in a film. Season, and Ecclesiastes 3. For every season there's a reason and a time and place for everything. So I pray say God bless them, give them back what me couldn't give to them. So I was also staying with this lady, right? And this lady, she lived with her husband, right? And her husband used to do farming. I didn't know that they have career. Excuse me. Back then, because most of the person that I knew, most of them were farmers. So I just think that maybe farming was the way to go, right? So this lady, her husband was a farmer, and normally, I don't know if she worked, but she normally goes to work, and then she comes home in the evening, right? And then the father would go to work in the morning to the ground and come home in the evening. So they would produce that. You know what farmer would produce? That maybe yam, potato, dashing, cocoa, and the list goes on. And sometimes have maybe fruits at the on the farm where you can take home, like when it's pear season, you take home pear. When it's orange season, you take up orange. When it's tangerine season, you take up orange. And the guava season, you take home guava for those who are at home. So you had some fathers back then who played their role as a father. It still happens today. You still have some father that played their role as a father, and yes, back in the days, you still have some father where just donate, and them just move along. Them just a donate and they move along. Them donate and they move along. But I don't know if there's any difference today. But what I do know is back in those days, you have older father. I don't know if I knew them when they had children when they were young, but when I knew them, they were much older. But I think the generation back then was like a more older set of family. Older, father, that's something. But nowadays, I guess you have younger set of family. If you are following me, the generation is younger, right? Having children at a more younger age. If I'm following, or should I say, more of the younger people having children? No, maybe children had children back in those days, but it wasn't that prevalent. No, as in back in days. Nowadays, people just have picnic because maybe you couldn't go to hospital go have children. And back in those days, you had midwife, right? Now you go to hospital go have your baby, right? Even though as a child you can't go to hospital no go have baby, but you still go there because life goes on. So maybe they might want the mother to represent the child to come to the hospital to have the baby. But yes, son, yeah, that is just life. Yeah. So then again, you have some fathers. Some fathers nowadays. Alright, nowadays when you go to clinic, right, you don't see any old people. When I say old people, I mean like maybe persons in their forties up, right? It's maybe they have two clinic. I don't know. Maybe they put the younger persons to come on this, maybe the Tuesdays, depends on the day that they have clinic, and then they put the older persons to come on the Thursday because they realize that the old people and the young people them are two different generation, and them this a younger generation. They talk anything will come on their mood. They very disrespectful. Unlike the older persons, them will maybe respect people more, but them younger generation, them not busy about nobody, Them not busy about nobody. And so you can't really go to the clinic, go have time and argue with them or whatever for them carry on. You know what when are them banger. I'm just saying, point just saying. So I would say that you having a more younger generation now than back then. Sometimes you might see a younger generation, the male, one of them or two of them might take the kids to school, right? Sometimes you might have out of maybe 10 parents, like maybe at the basic school, you might see one father, right? Maybe I can't talk for what I don't know. Maybe at the high school level, you might see out of the whole population of parents, you maybe have three fathers out of maybe thousands students or less than thousand. Maybe it very depends on what they have to do. You still have fathers coming for report for some kids. But I don't know if there's a big difference. But you have some fathers, they would show up to collect the report, and so some of them take interest in their child, right? If they had a father who they didn't take care of them, then they would say that they don't want their child to become like them, so they're gonna make the effort to take care of that child that they have now, right? Right? So they try their very best to take care of the child that they have now because they don't want their child to, they don't want it to be a cycle. All right, so today's Happy Father's Day. Once more, I just pause to say Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. Happy Father's Day to the fathers who are doing well, The fathers when most of them are father and they might do everything that in power, we make sure say the children they are okay, they have something to eat, they have somewhere to live, they make sure they check up on the child. They check up on the child. When the child is in school, they make sure they find out if the child is okay and yeah, whatever. Just want to say happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. Hi Jennifer. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Okay, I see you say you're doing good. Well, I just want to wish you all the best and all the best that life has to offer. So, what's on the menu for our fathers today? For the fathers on the menu, you have smoked lamb with paprika, buttered corn, cob, courses. You have corn, mozzarella, tomato, and capsicum salsa. You have cherry braised pork, joled mashed cauliflower with green beans. For the wine, you have Bottle 2016, Amberta, Candale, Peanut Noir. And for dessert, you have, excuse me, you have warm chocolate fudge cake. So that is Father's Day special. And I just hope wherever you are enjoying your meal and enjoying your Father's Day. Once again, I just want to take time out to say a big thank you for the persons who are on my live or who take it a point of duty to watch my live. I really appreciate it, and I just wish you all the best that life to offer. You're most welcome, Jennifer. So today we celebrate Father's Day, and I just want to say to the fathers out there that we appreciate what you're doing and just keep on doing what you're doing, right? Keep on being a good father to your children and to your neighbors, right? Only your best is good enough. So there's always hope. Once there's life, there's hope. And just want to wish you all the best that life has to offer. Right? So just be strong and continue to do your best wherever you are, knowing that your best is good enough. So once again, today's topic is have you seen any changes in dad towards their children in today's society? Alright, so we saw some dads taking their children to school. Some of the dads, they will stay home with the children, right? Sometimes you have some dads that have seasonal job, right? Sometimes they don't always work, or maybe they are not working at the moment. So while if the mother is working or if the mother has some errands to run, then they will stay with the child. They make breakfast for the child, they would bathe the child or children, drop off the child or the children to school, make sure when it's pick up time, they go and pick up the child, you know, just run errands. They cook till them wife or them woman come home, right? They find out what is going on at school. They attend PTA and make sure they're up to date with their child or children to find out what is going on in their child life, right? And also, you have some parents who will attend sports day, right? They will attend sports day. They go to their child sports day, they cheer on the child and make the child feel comfortable, make the child feel at home. Right? So you have good fathers out there. While you have some father when no care zero. I Bridget. They no care zero what go on at school because they no business. They no care zero. They don't know it's part this picnic at school. They don't know picnic eat. They don't know nothing about picnic. So you still have great dads out there doing good. Bridget said. Bridget said that she's good. So you have good fathers out there doing good for themselves and for their child or their children. Also, you have fathers that are on board, you know, board. At school, you have the board where board meeting. They make sure that they join the board. And also, you have fathers who take the point of duty to walk their children to school. If it's a nearby school, they make sure that the child reaches school on time, and when it's time, if it's a small child kid, you make sure when it's pick up time, you are there on time to pick up the child or the children. So you have fathers out there who are doing their due diligence to make sure that the family is doing great and to make sure that no one get left out of the family, right? So we want big up all of the good daddy them, right? All of the good daddy them out the way. I do them very best, right? Alright, so you still have some father out there, but just think say they mustn't do nothing at all. Nothing at all. Them just think say when the penny come upon God world excuse me. When the penny come upon God world, I don't know who them things I go provide for the pitney. If them want that next month to provide for the pitney, or at the school, or is the mother alone supposed to provide for the child, right? So have some of them, as soon as the pitney land, then turn them back God. Sometimes they show up once in a blue moon. Sometimes them not show up none at all. Sometimes they might send all the money. Sometimes the money can't buy nothing. But sometimes the mother still glad say them send more money, right? Them really appreciate that. Them want Uno to do more, right? Right? Bridget said true. You can do more. So if you can do more for your child or your children, do more. Cause the more you do is better for the child and for you, and it take the pressure off of the parents. It take the pressure off of the mother alone, which you have more than one child. You know? If you have more than one child or children, you can take off some of the pressure off of the off of the parents. So nobody sit down and say, alright, um, because you don't have the child or because you don't live together. You just I go visit when you feel like, just like how you eat, yeah, just like how you eat every day. I saw the child want to eat every day, right? Just like how you wear clothes, although some man don't care. Some man I walk up and do par road and una have no honor. I will up on no pants, right? But see like how una wear clothes, same way the pitney want wear clothes. Just like how una eat every day, I see when the pitney want eat food, right? So take care of the children because una go want somebody later on to look after uno. And uno say man I go walk and tell people say uno have one pitney live down there so we are nurse, or one pitney we are doctor, or one pitney we are teacher. And I talk about how him have him money and do whatever I want to do. And him not help you. But you never remember say you never did help the child or help the mother because of whatever disagreement and not because you don't have disagreement that no mean say you must make the child feel left out because some children are suffering because of some of parents because una and the parents them break up, right, Jennifer? Talk truth. Because una and some of the parents them break up and them just think say the child must feel the effect of everything. No. If you are not if you are with a female and you and the female break up, if you and the female break up, try and give her something, Give her something. Even though you have some female, sometimes the man might have give them $3,000. Maybe I what the man can afford, Maybe I what the man can afford. So if the man can afford $3,000, you take it and satisfy. You go look something and add. You go look something and add penny so you can, even though sometimes because the female them have so many children, it kind of hard for them get up and go look a job. When everything about that too, man, because the children them have so many children, it kind of hard for them go out there, go look a job, right? Because if you have three pitney, where you gonna do the three pitney them, eh? Where you gonna do the three pitney? Even if you get a job, what are you going to do to cheap it them? And your neighbor not even want to keep them for free because they want something. And because you can't pay some of them just think say them can't keep it picnic for you. And them want to find out why you have so much children. Why you can't, all them questions that you have to answer. Why this, why that, why everything. You understand what I say? So, and the next thing, I just think that fathers also you must plan for your children, right? Plan for your children. No matter just don't need picking, don't need. Yeah, if you have the first child you say, yeah, that child did come because whatever. You understand that the first child was, they just come. Just like that. What's plan for the second one, yeah? Plan for the second one. That's how I said then just come, so I just mistake. Plan for your children. Because when you plan for your children, you can make life easy. You have some parents that talk about say them never plan for them picnic and life turn out to be okay. But not because your life okay, that no means that somebody else's life is is okay also, because you can't use your fat fry somebody else and your 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 brain may be different from that the person the brain say. So not because you never plan for this a child and things turn out to be okay, that don't mean say if you don't plan for the next one things are going to be okay. Today you might have sugar, tomorrow you might have flour, so you have to make sure you plan for things, right? Always plan, because you don't know what can happen in life, right? So you need to plan for your children and take time out to go look for your children. And the next thing again, you have some parents, some mother, because them and the father separate, them just think say they must make the father come and look for the children. You don't need to stop it, because yeah, you're hurting the father, but you're hurting the child also. You're hurting the child also, because then you not tell lie say the father no one call look for the picnic them. And how much time the father say they want to call look for the picnic. And yeah, Patrice Brown said true. How much time the father want to call look for the picnic and tell the father say don't come look for the picnic them, cause them not belong up here. So I don't know, tell the father say them fi send the money come make them buy. Make you the parents buy whatever it is for the child. When maybe the father want buy one shoes for the child and the father don't know the size of the child shoes and the size of the child foot, and then want to carry the child go buy the shoes themselves. Sometimes you just want to have some time with them child or them children, and you the mother saying that you're not going to take the children, must give you the money. And some of the parents must say when you take the money, wanna take the money and buy ear and nails and so long lashes with long like a nail, and you don't buy anything for the pitney them, and the pitney them hungry and them can't feed pan the ear where you buy, or the whatever you buy. Right, Shani, you can't feed pan the ear, cause after you wear the ear, sometimes you have to take it dash way. You have to look about the kids them, because of the kids them at the end of the day are gonna come help you. If you live long enough to tell the details, you know what? When you get old, you don't have nobody to help you at all, but say because of this and because of that. Make the sacrifice and look after your child and your children. If you work $5, you don't have to give your children all of the $5. You can give them $1 outside. Give them $1 outside, because I have some parents will say when you picking grow up, the picking them don't give them anything. It must be a reason why somebody picking them don't give you anything, right? So man don't treat the picking them bad and all these things. And expect say the picking them must come give you things. You don't need to treat the children them better than that. Right? Right? If me wrong, you tell me say me wrong, right? So man who don't use the money buy all sorts of something. So man don't know the picking them eat. Uno flaws, uno give a friend money. I mean, if you give a baby mother and give a put the money, no one. Some man come home junk, 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 junk. And sometimes the poor people them understand and ask her what do you. Them know sometimes, cause some other things say them a go small all the days of them life if them go for live big, right? So we need to treat the children them better than that. Show up at them PTA. Show up at them sports day. Tell them to you care. Buy them some nice things, right? If them do them tests, you can give them something nice, right? Take them out and buy them ice cream. Buy them piece of cake. Whatever it is that them like. You buy them something, right? Right, Tia? Talk to me, make me understand. But some of the parents do not care zero. Right? Some man who parents don't care zero. And the parents then we are prevent the man them from see them pick them if stop it. It's not because you not get the lump sum of money, you need to make the man them see them pick them. Once them a good father, because not every one of the father them a good father. You have some father and mean no good. So they pick them. Sometimes when you take the people and pick them and go beat them up. Why not beat up the pick them for? And I threaten the pick them say if they excuse me, if them not come back over here, so what them what not gonna do? And the things and the pitney I go and come look for after them the trick they were not sent to the pitney them. And I do all sorts of sending them to the pitney them. That is not right. We're not supposed to treat the children better. And like today our Father's Day, if they take care of your pitney and them get big, even sometimes, the child might not have much to give you, but sometimes the child, when they go to school or so, they make you some little cards, like when you have art and craft or visual art, them can make you some little cards and say Happy Father's Day or whatever. But sometimes you treat the pitney them so bad that them themselves can't help it but for eat somehow. I don't want the children them grow up with hatred, because when them grow up with hatred, then we carry this kind of bitterness, this kind of anger around them, and that's why sometimes them don't know how to solve simple situation. Them don't know how to talk out or reason out with them brother or them sister, because them not have their reason ability. All them seeing at the home is frustration, anger, mother beat father, father beat mother, and one beat it too. It can't work out. We need to live in unity. We need to show some kind of sympathy, some kind of love, right? And put on some of the foolish. Some of the foolish them no make no sense. And you must learn to disagree. Disagree to agree. Sometimes if you know say your partner are ignorant type of person, you can sit and talk to him. Try and explain how you feel to them. Although some of them just can't explain nothing to them. But sometimes we can pray for them, and then the prayer do work. Pray for them. Try to get to them, reach out to them for them understand certain things, because the children they need the parents, they need the father. And you know sometimes when a child grow up without his father, they just think that growing up without a father is the norm. So when them have for them children, them just think say them not supposed to have no father neither, and the cycle continue. Right, my people on the live, right? Why you not talking to me? Huh? Why you not talking to me? Hi Fabian, how you doing? How you doing? Once again, I just want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day, And I hope wherever you are that you are doing great, and I pray that the good Lord will continue to bless and keep you as the day goes by. And I pray you live to see many more. And I pray you you'll continue to be a good citizen, right? And you will continue to look after your child and other children around that you can help, because sometimes in life they say that it's not the person you help you back. Sometimes the person who you're looking help from, they they won't help you, or maybe they just can't help you. So just try to be a good citizen. It's hard to be a good person, but we can still try, right? We can still try. Once there is life, there is hope. Once there is life, there is hope. So try and help those who you can help until you know there's nothing else left to do. And so once again, I just want to say a happy Father's Day to all the great dad out there, and keep on doing what you're doing, right? Keep on doing what you're doing, because if you do bad, bad I go follow you. Henry, Henry. And if you do good, good I go follow you. And you always get them in a double dose or triple dose or whatever the doses may be. So try and do good, right? Try and do your very best. Yeah, try and be good. So once again, I just gonna tell you what is on the menu for Father's Day. So for today, Father's Day, on the menu, we have smoked lamb with paprika, butter, corn, cob. Hey people. For the courses, we have corn, marsala, tomato, and capsicum salsa, right? For the main course, we have cherry braised pork, jollof, mashed cauliflower, and green beans. And for wine, we have bottle 2016 Umberto Candle Pinot Noir, right? And for dessert, we have warm chocolate fudge cake. So I hope you're gonna enjoy what's on the menu, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your dinner, right? So just enjoy the day. You're welcome, and just enjoy your day. Enjoy the time while it lasts, because you don't guarantee tomorrow. You only guarantee today. So make use of it and try to be a good father. If you don't start out as yet, you can start today by being a good father, right? Because you don't want, when you grow up, your child say you never take care of them. You never want good father, so they are not going to kind of give you the support when you want it. Because when you get older, you're not going to want somebody to take care of you, right? And I know everybody are going to turn doctor, teacher, lawyer, whatever. Sometimes when I have children, we maybe stay back with we. And sometimes I them one day, when we cuss and say they now come out to good, sometimes I them say one, wash your foot. So for the fathers who haven't started to be a good father, just raise the banner high and just start take care of the pitney. And don't go, they go multiply the whole heap of pitney, and uno know say uno can take care of the child or the children. So yes, continue to be good citizen wherever you are. And today is Father's Day here in Jamaica, right? And I just want to big up all of the good dad them, big up all of the great dad them, we show up and show up on time, right? And the topic is, have you seen any changes in that towards your children in today's society, right? And as I said before, nowadays we're having more younger fathers, right? That's my point of view, right? And some of these fathers, they try, some of them try to go the extra mile to take care of their child. While I have still some there, some out there lingering, not sure if they are a father, if they are a dad, or they are a donor, right? While I have some of them, they try to make efforts to find out more about their child, where the child live, if the child eat, how the child doing in school, how the child doing overall. But some of the mother them decide say them don't want in a nothing with the father. Some of them decide say them are gonna move go for power and place back them can't see them partner anymore. And they don't know that what they're doing is hurting that child or those children, because at the end of the day, when these children get older, they're going to say, Mommy, I want to know my father. Mommy, me hear everybody talk about daddy at school, and I want to know what my daddy look like, right? Them want to know what their father look like. Them want to know what their daddy look like. So don't take the privilege of the child knowing their father or being around their father, you know, rights from them. Because sometimes when they don't go up with their father, some of them, they will kind of grow with this kind of low self-esteem. And you don't want your child to be growing with this type of low self-esteem. Yes, you want to build on your child character. So take the time out to spend time with your child or children, and try your very best to teach them something positive as the day goes by. And remember, whatever you do is precious in the sight of the Lord. And at the end of the day, your child or your children will appreciate what you do for them. They might not understand now, but maybe later on they will understand that whatever they do, whatever you have done for them, it was worthwhile, and in return they will, do something. Because if you look after your child now, then later on in a life they will want to take care of you. But if you don't take care of your child now, then later on they will not take care of you. Why? My body. Once again, just want to pick up all the great dad out there, and I wish you all the best, best that life has to offer, and continue doing good in your neighborhood. Yes, once again, I just want to thank you for tuning in, and please have yourself a blessed week, and try to be the best version of yourself, because only the best is good enough. And I just wanna wish you all the best that life has to offer. And I just wish you guys all the best. Enough love, enough love, enough strength. Yeah. And peace. May the will of Lord go with you always, and may you continue to be good and live good with your neighborhood, right? Your neighborhood. Yes, right? Once again, please take care of yourself and be good citizens. Until Saturday, next week Saturday and Sunday, I'll have my live, and I'll have my lives on Saturdays and Sunday. So you can always tune in. If you think you have a topic you want me to discuss, then you can type it below, or whatever you want me to alter, whatever. But for then, have yourself a great week and be a good citizen. Bye. Take care of yourself. Love you. Until we meet again. Take care of yourself and each other.